This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park foodie, enthusiast, travel expert, and married to this guy for 20 years. As of
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. That was a delayed crowd response because my computer must be like living in the 5-second delay world. But I am producer Al John Go, lover of all things Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, parks, also content creator. And why? How did I get here? I don't know how I got here. Once in a lifetime. I was going to actually quote that song, but it didn't work out great. I have a headache.
Okay.
And I'm Kat, experiential producer, film historian, waiting patiently for the cast recording of Rogers the Musical to debut this weekend.
Yay.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Delay.
It works. It works.
We're going to be talking about a lot of things today, like so many things from Destination D23. But if you missed last week's show, wherein we talked about something interesting, I'm sure.
Yeah, we
Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month.
Yes.
And then Halloween.
See, I was right. It was interesting.
And then Halloween at Walt Disney
And
World.
Halloween.
No.
Go listen to those.
Yeah. So
For sure.
I just want to say that being married 20 years to this woman here, Kristen, has been awesome. Thick and thin. I am so happy to still be here and be like it was yesterday. I feel like it was yesterday when we got married.
We definitely don't look like it was yesterday.
Oh yeah, I put on I look different. I'm much grayer. Put on
Still
MLB,
gorgeous.
but you know.
My daughter said, "Look, mommy was a kid."
Yeah, we showed her pictures of our wedding.
Oh, and up until like, I was like, maybe early 30s, I still got carded for the rated R movies.
or to purchase alcohol.
Yes.
So I showed her pictures of us, and back in the day, Kristen had multiple colors hair.
Yeah.
And I showed her one picture, and she's like, "How do you like mommy's hair? What's mommy's hair color?" She's like, "She looks like Ariel."
Oh.
Because it was red.
And then, "What is this color?" I said, "She's blonde in this one." So yeah, it was cool. You know, the kids are like, and so what I did was I went to Nothing But Bundt Cakes and got a cake. And this is a funny story. I got a cake that had the same flavors as our wedding cake and brought that home. And of course, the kids were just eyeing the cake. They
Of
were,
course.
you know, of course, and it was like all decorated and everything like that. So I come home and I said, "Surprise, here's a cake. It's just like it tastes like our wedding cake and blah, 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 blah. Has the flavors you love, raspberry." And then what does she do, Kat?
I thought he was going to be bringing home some ice cream because one of his coworkers' wives runs a gourmet
gelato place.
Yeah. And so I thought he was bringing that home. So I stopped and picked up half of a raspberry white chocolate bundt cake.
So we're double
That's why you've been married for 20
20
years.
I mean, we literally.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I
Isn't
love
that
it.
funny? Oh my goodness. Anyway, on to some Disney news. Kat, I hope you've had a decent week too. I know that, it's crazy and all that, but I tell you what's not
It's a
crazy.
time. It's a
It is.
time.
It's a time.
Mom left on Monday. We'll
Yeah.
talk about mom's visit on the next show, but mom left on Monday. It's like eerily quiet here because her cell phone is not ringing literally every 5 minutes.
Oh
Oh
my.
my.
She leaves the ringer on, which drives me absolutely banana balls crazy. But she's the most popular woman on the face of the earth. Someone is calling her every 15 minutes without fail.
I get it.
Wow.
I get
So it's like eerie quiet here. It's like my apartment is a haunted house now that she's gone. So it's depressing. But all of this stuff, I was watching this stuff come in this week as she was here, and I was like gasping every 3 minutes, and she was like, "You have to stop gasping."
I mean, for Disney Parks fans, Destination D really, especially for Walt Disney World, is kind of the place for Walt Disney World-esque announcements.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the press misunderstands what Destination D is all about because they regard it as another D23 Expo, and that's not really what it is. And I'm just really tired of all these online pundits, saying that they're disappointed in this, that, and the other. Now, we may be disappointed. We may be talking about some really great high points of the whole presentation, which you can go back and watch on YouTube, by the way.
Yes.
And I suggest you do because it's always fun to see the presentations. And of course,
There's Muppets.
There's Muppets.
Sold.
There's so many Muppets. But I think that the thing is that you get to see the executives, kind of stumble through, a lot of their presentations. And some of them are just very good communicators, and some of them are trying really, really hard. And I commend them because it's not easy to stand up for a bunch of people that has the scrutiny, the level of a Disney fan.
It's true. And the people that take the time out of their schedules to go to these events are the ones that care the most. So it's even more pressure than, just the casual bystander that could be watching. It's people who are devoted.
So to set this up, Bob Iger did a pre-recorded message for the fans. Typically, he shows up at these type of events, either Destination D or whatever, or the expo, mostly the expo. But I didn't feel like he phoned it in. But what I will say is that watching the live stream, it's interesting to see the comment section, because I remember pre-pandemic 2019, D23 Expo, we all were there, and the love for Bob Iger, love him or hate him, but was really at a fever pitch. He was a very loved individual. Then Chapek came, and then now that Iger's back, it seems like he just can't win for trying. Of course, he's not helping things either by not, by all this mumbo jumbo he said about, the SAG and all that other stuff about not paying people. But of course, that has a lot to do with it. But then there's other things too. And it's like, give the company a break. At some point, you have to realize that the company had to go all in on content, or, their strategy was for growth, all content driven while people were at home. And now they're having to pivot to something that's more manageable and definitely something that they can have more quality and time to churn out, whether it be like for the parks, which the parks were at a standstill, and different things like that. So I feel like this is kind of the year of kind of regrouping and putting their best foot forward, or attempting to, Kat.
I agree. I mean, outside of the little PR mishap that happened with Iger, I have said for a long time that I feel like he's at that point where you are the hero for so long, you watch yourself become the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very unfortunate because I do think he's done a lot of good work for the company. But I also think that, I'm not going to get on my capitalism soapbox because we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company every single day on this podcast. So I won't do it. But, it's a weird situation where everyone's trying to navigate the way that we are living now, because we had to pivot quickly so fast in one direction. And now everything's kind of hit that end of the rubber band and is coming back at us at full speed. So watching them kind of figure it out in real time is what we're doing right now. And it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a little messy for a while, I think. For a while.
I suspect another 3 years, but I've had that discussion with my workmates as well. Is that things are irregular and have been irregular since the shutdown, and so they will come back. They will be better than ever, but it just takes time to iron all the things out. In the meantime, maybe they should not comment on stuff like they shouldn't comment on. I don't know.
I'm biased. I work in the industry and I'm biased.
Look, I think
it is what it is.
There used to be the old adage of bad press is always, good or bad press is always press.
It is press, but that doesn't mean it's a good thing.
It's not a good press anymore because they've been inundated by so much bad. Anyway, Destination D took place, and there were a bunch of Muppets. Josh Tomorrow seems to be putting his best foot forward, celebrating Disney park experience and product yesterday, today, and tomorrow over there at the Disney Contemporary Resort at the Walt Disney World Resort, and it's great to see the Muppets out there. I had a figure that they must have gotten some kind of special dispensation from SAG in order to have the Muppeteers there to do that, because they're not promoting a film or TV project.
Correct. Because of the way that SAG-AFTRA and the WGA is set up, because they're not actively promoting a struck property, Disney Parks falls outside of that. Disney Parks Experience and Products falls outside of those agreements, so they can be there to promote things like this. Is why we're still able to see our influencers who are SAG-AFTRA members, who are WGA members, still do their promotional work on Instagram and TikTok because they are outside of those agreements.
There you go. I figured as much. You would know, Kat. So here we are with the first announcement. Ahsoka, of course, is blazing a trail through Disney Plus and on social. It's an amazing series, and they are working on having Ahsoka. Recently, we know this. We talked about it over there at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, and it's just announced that Ahsoka will be part of the popular Star Tours attraction at Disney's Hollywood Studios at Disneyland Paris, and in Hollywood Studios here in good old Florida. So they're coming in a big way, and I can't wait to see it, because I'm
excited.
Star Tours got a little extra. I figure they would have done something with The Mandalorian and put.
I think we're gonna see it. I really do. Ahsoka's, I think, is going to be just the beginning. I really do think they're going to phase out those sequel trilogy scenes.
I think everything should be in there. Everything. Put it all.
Yeah.
Put it all.
Agree.
So there's
I agree.
I
agree. The only thing I don't love is the one with the water where they like slosh you back and forth, because it makes me want to vom.
No,
but
that's
all of it,
one.
just roll them all through. I'm in on all of them.
Yeah,
but I do think we're gonna see. I think we'll see Mando. I think we'll see Ahsoka. I think we'll see LBY. It would be my deepest wish for us to see that war criminal Chopper on Star Tours. That would make me so happy.
God, I love Chopper.
I love Chopper. We got to see him in the park this weekend.
Oh,
doing a meet and greet with Hera, and I was like losing my mind. My mom.
So Hera's out there too, right?
Hera's out in the park with Chop.
I love it.
Yep, he's committed atrocities, and now he's hanging out at Disneyland. I love that for him.
You know what I love? You know what I love about not only Chopper's foul droid mouth, but I love Hera being the mother hen that I love so much. But I feel like Chopper is like your crazy uncle. So it's like
for sure,
the lovely aunt and the crazy uncle coming over for dinner.
It's perfect. I love it. Crazy. I love it.
And of course, you have Freddie Prinze, which he's also crazy, but he's not here right now. He won't come back anymore. So
that Star Wars rant that he did lives in my heart. I love
crazy.
It so much. It's the best.
He has a vein in his forehead. Okay, so here we are. The new studio film Wish got a lot of pub there, and it was promoted with Asha from the new film. Will be coming to Epcot as well as the Disneyland Resort and Disneyland Paris as well. Now, this is one thing that we saw pop up, and it was completely out of context because people didn't know about Hong Kong Disneyland. They just saw Disneyland having Frozen themed land in November, and it looks great. It's like
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's just like
Yeah.
off the different lands there at I guess it's just Arendelle come to life, really.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Very
really nice.
Norway.
Very Norway, and the colors are amazing. Like I love that. So it looks really cool. Kat, do you want to talk about one of your favorites here?
Absolutely. Well, after a little bit of a false start a couple weeks ago, it's official. The Hatbox Ghost is coming to the Haunted Mansion in November, late November. So hopefully we'll see him around Thanksgiving weekend. We'll see. But I know that a couple of weeks ago, everyone thought he was going to make his first appearance, and it turned out that he was not to be found. But he will be there November. He's in a different place from the Disneyland Hatbox Ghost, which I think is an interesting choice. He is going to show up near the Endless Hallway, which is towards the beginning of the ride, if I remember correctly.
Where it's supposed to be where the Donald chair is.
Yes.
Yeah, so
no more Donald chair.
Yeah, they wanted to say that the Hatbox Ghost did not count as a happy haunt, that he was certainly not a happy haunt, so he had to be put in before the line 999 happy haunts was put in.
But whatever.
I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't really
We'll
matter.
see.
But here's some news too. Did you know that they rehired Imagineer Daniel Joseph? He's back. So that was news to me. He was.
Oh, I didn't know he ever left.
Yeah, apparently he was let go unceremoniously a while back, and now they brought him back. So here he is.
I didn't know. I
It
love
was nice
Daniel.
to see
He's
him.
great.
Yeah.
He does good work.
Kristen, something that you love are the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to talk about this cool vehicle?
There will be a world jumping vehicle coming to the next attraction in Avengers Campus. Superheroes into the multiverse.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the Avengers building at DCA, we knew it was going to be a ride show building.
Mm.
And when they put the Quinjet on top of there, like everything was going to be cool, and now it looks like there's Wakandan technology, Stark tech, as well as Pym particles that they're able to traverse the multiverse.
Xandarian jump points.
Yes, thank you. So like all of their biggest franchises have put in their technology for this. I guess what might be something like the Universal Spider-Man ride, where a bunch of people climb into this vehicle. And I don't know if they're going to put it on a KUKA arm or whatever they're going to do, but it's going to be pretty cool. And
They are saying it's going to be a combination of sets and digital projection. So yeah, I would say probably close to that.
yeah, kind of like Gringotts maybe over there at Universal.
Definitely. And them name dropping all of these different things is definitely goes along with the announcement from D23 last year that basically every franchise that they can think of is going to be involved in this. So along with who is it? Old Man Thanos is the villain or something?
Yeah, supposedly Old Man Thanos is ruling the multiverse with the brand new multiverse Infinity Gauntlet or whatever the case is. So
Love it.
I guess he collected all those things from the TVA and is ready to conquer the multiverse. And it's going to have multiple universe superheroes in it. So you're going to see different versions of Spider-Man, perhaps. You might see different versions of X-Men in the past. You just never know. I think it's really cool. And they're going to have different villains in there as well from the multiverse. So you can only imagine that, Galactus might be there, or Doc Ock might be there, or Doctor Doom might be there. So that'd be really neat. So this was a little bit of a contentious announcement. And I say that only because we love the Country Bear Jamboree.
I'm so upset.
We love the original one. But apparently,
It's amazing.
They're updating the Country Bear Jamboree to a brand new song routine, the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, featuring all your original players, but reimagining the songs from the Disney songbook. So you could hear Big Al singing Let It Go. Or, I'm just saying, or you could hear Wendell and Teddy sing A Whole New World. I don't know. Or Trix
I don't know.
Never.
But this is the thing.
singing Hakuna Matata.
Is
No.
supposed to be an homage to the classical musical reviews in Nashville. And they're going to be
Where we're
working
from.
with Nashville musicians
Yeah,
to make this sound authentic.
I know some of these people.
I don't know. I just can't.
Yeah,
I don't see how you're going to make, I don't.
Well, first of all, I think
It's just
I think
weird.
every Disney song is timeless and classic, no matter what genre you try to do it in. And for me, I think it's going to be fine to see it. But I will say that I will miss the original Country Bear Jamboree because it's an all-time classic. Kristen and I usually sit and watch the show every time we're there.
Yeah, because it's amazing.
It's a great show.
Nobody likes the Country Bears because they like country music. They like the Country Bears because it's completely ridiculous.
Because the Bears are hilarious.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's all about the comedy of it all.
Okay.
Yes.
So quick poll. I'm going to poll the audience: Country Bear Jamboree original or the original Enchanted Tiki Room?
We do have the original
Well, I'm trying to say which one is your favorite between the two.
Oh,
Oh, I can't choose. It's too
Oh,
difficult.
you see, it's hard, isn't it?
It's too difficult because the Tiki Room is great because
It's the first too. It's like-
yeah, and the story that it tells is so like interesting, but it's not like hilarious.
yeah, this
no,
is
this is easy for me. Country Bear Jamboree.
okay. And this is
No,
the,
I can't
the
choose.
former host of the WDW Tiki Room podcast. So anyway, interesting stuff there. I personally am looking forward to seeing it myself, but I do hope they bring back for limited times the original Jamboree.
Can
Yeah.
I? Because I'm excited. About
Go
this
ahead,
one.
Kristen. This has everything to do with food.
Yes. So they announced that there will be a Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge
Yes.
coming to Adventureland. So, and this is, of course, a Magic Kingdom, and it's going to be a first of its kind experience. We know that's going to have to replace Tortuga Tavern. I cannot
that's the rumor.
wait to see what they're going to do. I mean, where else are you going to put it? There's really not another great location to put a lounge
No.
than
Re-
to
re-
redo that whole area.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take any of the shops away. That's for sure.
no.
Money,
No,
money.
if it's not a new build, it'll be there.
That's what it's going to be. I think that's what it's going to be. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do. And I'm wondering if this means, because it is a lounge, that
Mhm.
we will have 21 and up beverages
all about the alcohol.
I don't doubt it.
I mean,
along
that's
the
where we're going.
lines of doing like they did Oga's Cantina
Same.
in Disneyland.
Yep.
If it's going to be that kind of thing where you have a lounge, there is a drink maximum that you can have, and that whole thing.
I think it's a foregone conclusion because it's such a revenue driver. It literally is a great way for the parks to make money. Oh, my
Mhm.
goodness, man. Why is my computer? You see, it's always on Wednesday where it wants to update and push notifications that you need to restart your computer. Anyway, good times.
Flight 1400 and or leaving. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Star Tours. All right, Kat, how about what's going on here? Shanghai, just really quick.
Yeah, they're gonna be the Zootopia area of Shanghai is coming. New experiences in the land, including a new attraction, special entertainment, merchandise, as well as Zootopified food and beverage items, including those delicious popsicles, and I'm sure a lot of other delicious things that we've seen in Zootopia. In this picture, you can see the little polar bear bodyguard. So I think that probably means that we'll see a Mr. Big in this area, which makes me want to go to
Nice.
Shanghai desperately.
Yes, it looks cool.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
All right, Kristen, what's going on at Epcot?
World Celebration Neighborhood will begin welcoming guests this December.
Whoa.
So you have World Discovery and World Nature that are the other two neighborhoods.
I can't wait.
So this is the completion of the last of the parks for neighborhoods.
Break the walls down. They've been up
I
too
know.
long.
And it like right now it just is a mess.
Mr. Demaro, tear down these walls. Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. That was a really dated reference. Will open on October 16th, 2023. So this is also very exciting, right around the corner, talking about Moana. Journey of Water is a walkthrough experience located within the world of nature at Epcot neighborhood, preserving the beauty and balance of the natural world, of course. Moana, it's probably going to also be a Moana meet and greet by the looks of the concept art, which we've been talking about for a while. Also,
I bet it's going to be a water money saver compared to the fountains.
I don't know if they're saving money at all by that, but
I mean,
we'll see.
Money-wise, like when it comes to your water bill.
Oh, over.
That's
over
what I mean.
Well, you see, look, I mean, that area has always been, they've always had some kind of fountain there doing a fountain show. So this might be a really cool way to integrate some of the classic Epcot water shows to something like this, which has a backdrop of Moana. So another IP tie-in. I'm not hating it.
No.
All right, Kat.
A new nighttime spectacular called Luminous, The Symphony of Us will debut on December 5th, 2023 this year. A brand new show that will feature fireworks, fountains, lasers, lighting effects, and music. Will take the place of Epcot Forever, which I believe is still showing now that the giant circle thing, which is not what I call it in real life, is gone. So we'll see how this goes. They haven't made any announcements about the music, but I'm sure it will feature classics from the Disney songbook. And I would love to see some more impressive fireworks and fountains. And you know, if we go on from Illuminations is in the show, I wouldn't be upset. Just gonna throw that out there.
Just saying, it's a great song.
Put it out to the world.
So, you know, I mean, in the luminous logo itself, the O is in the shape of an eclipsed moon. So
Yes.
I would only imagine that, of course, it evokes the nighttime spectacular and all that. But I would hope that the sphere, globe, thingy-madoogie, death blossom, whatever you want to call it, is going to be redone for this particular attraction. Why it's not being there.
Yeah, you know, whatever they decide, as long as it's better than Harmonious or whatever that one was called. What was it called?
Well,
Is that right?
That's how good we liked it. That's how much we liked it. We can't remember what it was called.
It's really, you know,
It was short-lived.
short-lived. But yes, we go on is a great song.
So Test Track.
Go ahead, Kristen. You want to talk about
I
it?
am excited to see that. I mean, because I think the current Test Track, it has a very clean look to it.
Which is
But
code
it
for
looks
boring as hell.
very.
It's dated. It's already super dated.
It's just, yeah. I am glad they're going to go back and bring some of World of Motion
Yes.
into this attraction. So tying in what used to be in the building before Test Track. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. I would love to hear what Eric from Sorcom Review has to say about this,
On Source
because he absolutely loves World of Motion, or he did love
Yes.
World of Motion.
Everybody loved World of Motion, who was a old school Epcot fan. Well,
You know, I loved the original iteration of Test Track also with the crash test dummies.
Oh yeah, I thought that was
So,
great.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, the crash test dummies were like a thing in the late 80s and 90s,
Yeah.
And
you know, so it's you know, but and so was the
And there was-
soundtrack.
I was gonna say, and there was a band even named Crash Test Dummy.
That's right. Mhm. Sneak peek at what's to come at Disneyland Paris. They are busy transforming Walt Disney Studios there. to a Frozen themed land that'll highlight the kingdom of Anna and Elsa there at Arendelle. So that nighttime looks great in the rendering.
Mm-hmm.
And then also there, Kristen, you had the Thomas Malzoom, the president of Disney Signature Experiences, talk to Josh tomorrow about what the latest and greatest is for the Disney Cruise Line. What's shaking over there?
Disney Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point is the new island destination. And this is the one that back in 2019 that Joe Rohde talked about going and looking at and doing the research and everything that they were trying to find this perfect island. And so he had given us some pictures of him being on the island with the natives and all of that kind of stuff. So I think it's very, very cool that we finally have a name, and I cannot wait to see what this is going to be all about.
Come on. I was going to say, Kat, you're going to say something about Joe Rohde. Let's do it.
I'm going to go see him talk on Sunday. That's all I have to say.
Nice.
He's doing a talk at the Descanso Gardens.
Awesome.
Really? Is it going to
He's enjoying his retirement.
should have been a lifer.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's not funny when you hear the inside track of what all happened, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But at least Joe's getting his, one of his final projects out there. So good. Also, breaking news, the Disney Adventure is the name of Disney Cruise Line's newest ship. It is currently being built over there in Germany. Of course, the big Germany shipyards. And it's going to be the first Disney ship to sail from Singapore and throughout Southeast Asia and feature Disney service, storytelling, and entertainment everyone knows and loves. This is going to be amazing. Of course, we talked last week about the Treasure ship that has so many great elements from all those action adventure franchises from Disney. And I would think that Adventure will also have a very similar kind of, theme throughout the entire ship, which will be neat. Like a resort, if you will. Over there at Fantasy Springs at Tokyo Disney, they are sharing the 8th theme port for Tokyo Disney Sea. Amazing. That'll feature Rapunzel's Forest, Peter Pan's Neverland, and Frozen Kingdom, all inspired by, of course, the Walt Disney Animated Studio films. And it's planned to schedule open in 2024. That is huge. Not new news per se. And they're also looking at future expansions for Magic Kingdom in Florida. According to Bruce Vaughn, the chief creative officer at Walt Disney Imagineering. So look for a special blue sky look. I guess they might be opening like the other kind of area down there too to show previews and things, which would be pretty neat. They used to have a blue sky area there all the time, but they're looking to tell stories with beyond Big Thunder Mountain, which is going to be a kind of a big retheming of the area, of course, beyond back further in Thunder Mountain, comparing it, saying it's very ambitious to Galaxy's Edge or Pandora, and they even the orchestra actually teased the Indiana Jones theme.
Be interesting to see. I like Big Thunder Mountain. I do hope they do the update in it that Disneyland has.
And by the way, yeah,
that is like one of my favorite parts.
And by the way, I got picked up the Indiana Jones themes coming later.
Yeah, this is a non-announcement. They talked about this exact same thing. It probably showed the exact same stuff that they showed at D23 last year. We're definitely getting an expansion at Magic Kingdom at some point in the future, but it doesn't sound like they really have a solid idea of what they're doing. Yeah. Which is not, that doesn't bother me. Like, if I would rather them hash something out that's really great instead of just like throwing things at it and see what sticks. This is the same talk that they gave at D23 2022, where they said that it was going to be like Villains Land or whatever.
I would love a Villains Land.
Yeah, I would. Whether it's whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be great. This is like filler to me. Sorry.
The good news is that Disney doesn't throw away these concepts. People ask me all the
No.
time when I concept guitars and things don't come to life, they are not for now, but they're put on a shelf to be possibly used or morph into future projects. So, there's no wasted time there, only just great ideas that can come to
Yes.
life down the road. And speaking of coming to life down the road, digging in Dino Land is being totally dug up. Um, so goodbye, kidney stone racers up there.
They're
Chester
really
and
going to be
Hester and all
digging
that.
in Dino
They're
Land.
digging in Dino Land for real. But what they're going to do is replace it with a South American theme, Western Hemisphere, south of the equator, and put Encanto attraction in there, which I'm excited about. And of course, they also are going to retheme Dinosaur, which is one of my favorite fun attractions, just because it's dinosaur, and they're going to put Indiana Jones in there.
It's just sad because dinosaur is so unique.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love Seeker and
It's just so silly.
and the professor? It's like,
Yeah.
I want Mrs. Huxtable to tell me all about the the time rover again. Just
Truth.
all the way back to the Cretaceous period. I mean, tell me how to get back there, please.
Yeah.
So
No, we're not going to the late Cretaceous period. This is set to go to the early Cretaceous period.
yeah, whatever. It's cool, man. All right. Who wants to talk about our favorite dragon here?
Well, we skipped over the Zootopia thing. We should talk about that.
Oh
for a
yeah. I'm
second.
sorry, we skipped over Zootopia.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
Zootopia show is being created for the Tree of Life Theater at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Will replace a Bug's Life film there, which is long overdue, in my opinion.
It was just a matter of time.
Yeah. I'm not upset about this one.
No.
Nope. And it makes sense. I mean, Zootopia is a perfect franchise to kind of bind everything together with the conservation and animals and nature. So
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect sense.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's talk about Notorious FIG.
Go for it, Kat.
Figment in the house. He started his meet and greet on September 10th, where he fell face over tea kettle in front of a bunch of guests. I hope whoever that person is okay, but apparently those little orange wings do not work. This is amazing. I love it so much. It's completely unhinged, and I just can't. Every time I see it, I smile so big because it's so ridiculous.
I can't even drink my wine because
I love
I'm
it.
gonna laugh by what you say. So I'm gonna put this drink down and wait.
I'm
I just love
excited. He
him.
needs to be there forever. Like, why get rid of him? He's part of so many things. I mean, he is
Epcot.
like
He is Epcot.
he is Epcot,
Yeah.
and he's the mascot for every single festival. There may be like, oh, it's themed Remy, but there's
No.
always a Figment stuff. Like every single festival, whatever it
like
is.
5 years ago that they had us pass holders and people take a survey saying, basically who's your favorite character here at Epcot, and you want to see more of Figment in the park. It's like, it was a resounding yes. I mean, I can tell you that. Everyone knew it. The Imagineers knew it. The fans knew it. They just wanted to have it documented so they could take it to the higher ups and say, see, Figment is the most popular character here, and we should do more stuff with Figment.
We love Figment. I can't wait to see if they put him in his little Christmas sweater at Christmas.
Of course.
Ah, yes, I love it.
All right. So here we are then. I mean, it's basically the end of the line when it comes to D23 and what's going on in the parks. I'm most excited for the retheming. The lounge over at Pirates of the Caribbean, I think, is going to be really great. I think Encanto at Animal Kingdom having an extra, not extra, but just doing something more along the lines of what Disney's known for in terms of theming and presentation and story versus Dino Land. I think Dino Land was a very poor attempt. Everybody kind of thought that, and but once again, that park was plagued with budget cuts, throughout. But what park wasn't, right? But that one really suffered the most because they could have had Beastly Kingdom in there, and they opted out because of the money. So they cheapened out at Dino Land. So this is their make good after 30 years or 25 years, whatever it is now. Thoughts, team? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm excited about a Pirates themed lounge. I'm excited that we now know something about the new island for the Disney Cruise Line. World of Motion retheming for Test Track. Figment being in the park. I'm like, okay, how can I fit a day in that I can get down there and see Figment?
I think I'm excited too for Beyond Big Thunder, because
if they do it,
it's going to be, well, yes, if they do it. I mean, I think that's where they're leaning toward. They've already spent several years kind of hyping that up. I feel that whatever they do, it's going to be a massive boon to the Magic Kingdom because they really need it. I feel that Magic Kingdom needs to spread its wings a little bit more. There's tons of pressure for them to compete with Universal right now. Universal is eating their lunch in many different ways, especially with Nintendo opening up over there and expansions to Harry Potter and different franchises coming to the park. I mean, these are Team Disney Imagineers working on these attractions that they let go. Yep. And so they're letting the most brilliant minds that are homegrown Disney talent basically bring Disney to Universal.
I just for once want Disney to do a land that truly 100% takes you out of the world we live in. You can't get a Coke. I want a place where you can't get a Coke.
I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't a big fan of that.
That is my actual hell. I'm pretty sure a place with no Coke is like that. That's where I would. Yeah, no, no.
Kat. Here's the thing. They try as they might. I don't really. They couldn't say no to the money. They couldn't say no to the sponsors, and I think that hurts Galaxy's Edge. Because when you see those colors and those logos, even though it's an Airbrush, stylized Airbrush, it's a Coke product. It's not cool, y'all. You go over there to the other park and you see the immersiveness that they have. Nothing has
Harry
got that
Potter,
type of branding. It's like, come on, you want to be fully immersive, and then they, we'll
you can get a Coke at Harry Potter.
Yeah, but it's not labeled as such.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's not
labeled.
Can you
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not labeled as such though.
No. You couldn't get a Coke at Harry Potter in Orlando when we went.
Yeah, you could.
No, you couldn't.
They didn't. What do they call it there, Kat?
Oh, I don't know. I just know that I ordered it and they gave it to me.
Yeah, I don't know. When we went, it was early on, so I don't. They were not saying we don't serve that here. But
which Universal
here?
Oh, there may be different rules.
Maybe different rules because over here at the Orlando, they certainly didn't.
Yeah, there's not everything had to be 100% uniquely Harry Potter.
Yeah, they don't have any. Yeah, they don't show what beverages or what candy and foods are over here. It's all anyway. What do you guys think? It's cool. Like, let us know in the comment section, right, Kristen?
Yes, let us know.
I'm sorry, I kind of hijacked this show.
No.
You cool with it?
Yeah.
Cool.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. You are the reason we do this show, so please support us by sharing and giving us those 5-star reviews. That helps to keep us going. Speaking of support, if you enjoy what we do, consider becoming a supporter on Spotify, or you can shop our links. We've got Amazon, Disney Store, Kingdom Stroller, and Garden Grocer. You can find all of them on diningatdisney.com or in the show notes below. Al John.
Yes.
You
can
tell everybody.
find me, Aljon Go, on Instagram. You can also find the glorious Cat on Instagram as well at cat_atastrophe. It's cat_ASTROPHE on Instagram. And you can check out the podcast of hers as well, Eat the Pictures podcast. It's a bite-sized look into food and film everywhere podcasts are found. And you can also check out my podcast with former Disney Imagineer, director of special projects, and author Dave Bossert, Skull Rock Podcast. We talk all about pop culture, film, and what's streaming, and we also interview a lot of people involved in the Renaissance era of Disney filmmaking. In fact, if you look on this video available on Spotify for Dining at Disney, you'll see that his new book, The House of the Future, is now available. So get your signed copy now. You can check us out there at Skull Rock Podcast. We're going to have Dave on our show soon to talk about that and the 35th anniversary of A Nightmare Before Christmas, where his book is going to be coming out as well over the next couple of weeks. And he'll be doing
that. I am so excited about.
You want him to come back on the show and talk about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Love
it's
it.
our jam.
And I missed it the last time he was on the show. I couldn't be here, so
That's right.
You gotta be on the show
Let's
for it.
go.
He's making the round, so let's do it. As far as Dining at Disney goes, you can check out diningatdisney.com. All of our great podcasts are there online throughout all of our multiple social sites, X, Instagram, YouTube. There's so many ways, but definitely Facebook and our awesome friends over there at Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com. Kat?
Don't forget to join our Facebook group, Dining at Disney, and check out our friends, the Disney Dorks, in the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. And for all your Disney, Universal, and cruise travel, contact Kristen at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com. Her services are free. She will send you on the vacation of your life. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Kristen and Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.